The Washington Commanders are a top 5 team in the NFL. You don't want to take my word for it. Take it from the NFL website Power Rankings yourself. Let's talk about it. We are officially at the exact halfway point of the 2024 season. And for the first time in possibly my life, Washington is a top 5 team in power rankings. I've never seen it before. They're number 1 in the division, number 2 in the conference, and we have the favorite to win Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, possibly Assistant Coach of the Year, and I'm loving it. There's a lot to talk about today, but before we get to it, this video and all videos this season are brought to you and powered by our sponsor, BetUS Sportsbook and Casino, home of the fastest payouts in the industry, and a deposit bonus, a match bonus of 150% on your first deposit using promo code YouTube150. And that's 125% on your second and third deposit for up to $2,000. Bet responsibly and do it with BetUS. But man, it feels good to see a new day in DC. Boy, how one off season can be a catalyst for success. And we hit it out the park in so many avenues. You're seeing things correctly. This is the NFL.com power rankings going into week 9. They're 18 weeks in the season now with an additional game. So we're at the exact midway point of the season. And Washington could not have possibly had a better first 8 games to the Jayden Daniels, Adam Peters, Dan Quinn era of football. 6-2, had the most momentous, exciting, dramatic fashion victory on Sunday that I've ever seen during my 33 years of my life, and it feels good right now. We're finally getting recognition from the league, from media pundits, from players, former, past, and current. It feels good. It feels good, but honestly, I just want to keep the ball going because this is different. Like Louis said, it feels different because it is different. Washington is getting active. And through 8 weeks of the season, if the season were to end today, Washington would be going to NFL honors like Michael Jackson at the Grammys post Thriller. We're coming out with a whole chest full of trophies at the end of the night because Rookie of the Year, that's in the bag. Coach of the Year, it's got to be Dan Quinn, right? Remember where we were 7 months ago when we saw that picture of Dan Quinn at Dulles Airport, and look where we are now. He's come in right away and set a culture. It doesn't take 3 to 5 years to make a culture. Maybe it takes 3 to 5 years to build a Super Bowl contender. Culture can be built right away. Look at what Dan Quinn is instilling in these guys. We have holes all over the roster. Our defense is like 6th in pass defense in the league, and we don't even have corners. Dan Quinn not only makes guys believe, but he prepares this team each week. You're never going to see this team come out and get shellacked, come out and get boat raced, come out and look ill-prepared on Sundays. We had the number 1 pick of the draft looking lost as hell for 90% of the game on Sunday, and each week, this team looks more prepared, and we're not even at the top of our game yet. We're not even at the best we're going to see this team this year. Coach of the Year in the bag. Adam Peters for Executive of the Year feels like that's in the bag as well. You could check that one off. He's already swindled the Philadelphia Eagles for the Jahan Dotson trade alone. He should win Executive of the Year. I watched Deontay Johnson get traded yesterday for a pick swap. DeAndre Hopkins for a 5th. Other guys for a 4th and a 3rd. Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper. We got a 3rd for a Bama that doesn't even play for Philadelphia, that doesn't do anything but run routes. We got a 3rd round pick, Miami's 3rd round pick, and they're losing games this year. We got that pick for Bama that's running scout team for the Philadelphia Eagles right now. For that alone, for swindling who they call Ski Mask Howie, That's executive of the year. And if it's not for that, it's for bringing in Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu, Dorrance Armstrong, Dante Fowler, Jeremy Chin, Zach Ertz, Tyler Biotish, Nick Allegretti, Noah Brown. It goes on for days. And then we get to go to the draft. Jayden, cha-ching, Mikey Sanders still, baller. Johnny Newton, baller. Brandon Coleman, when he's been out there, baller. Luke McCaffrey hasn't got off statistically, hasn't needed to yet. We're 6-2. He's a hard worker. He blocks. He runs his route hard. He gets open on a regular basis. We're just now getting Jordan McGee back. We're even getting sacks from our 7th round pick when he was healthy this year, Javonte Jean-Baptiste. Adam Peters has done a wonderful job, and just you wait, because he doesn't even have everything he needs yet. Washington has up to about an 80% chance of making the playoffs now. So you mean to tell me, with a new front office, Lance Newmark too, the assistant GM, new front office, 2nd year of an ownership group, 1st year putting their fingerprints on the organization, new coaching staff, 20 some odd new players, and 4 rookie starters, 14 new starters in total. This team got out to a 6-2 start, and everything we're doing is sustainable because it's not gimmicky. It's not something we've never seen before. They're just playing good, efficient, well-prepared football. And it's fucking beautiful. And don't get me started on this quarterback. Our rookie quarterback is in the most valuable player conversation. He would be atop it if he wasn't sold about 7 touchdowns this year due to drop passes or guys being stopped at the 1-yard line or penalties. He would be right at the top in the epicenter of the MVP discussion. But who's been more valuable to his team than Jayden Daniels? What is our record if Jayden Daniels is not our quarterback? We were a 4-win football team last year. We've already cashed our win-loss over-under for the season in 8 weeks. And who knows how far this is going to go this year? Because as you look at the schedule, if Washington just takes care of their business in the division, this is an 11-12 win football team in the first year of a startup with a rookie quarterback at the helm. He's different. He's different. He's cut from a different cloth. And when you have one of those guys, things change for you drastically immediately. And things like that Hail Mary touchdown, those happen to special players. Those type of signature moments happen for special players because they come in with this built-in cachet and plot armor that they can survive and do things that the other characters can't do. Everybody else is like an NPC, a non-player character, but the main character is capable of any and all things, and Jayden Daniels has been that. MVP candidate, rookie of the year in the bag, coach of the year, executive of the year. Not to mention, look what our assistant coaches are doing. Cliff Kingsbury will probably be competing with Ben Johnson for assistant coach of the year because the job Ben Johnson does, like, come on now. We all wanted them to be the head coach for a reason. Cliff has come in here and threw together an offense that nobody really has a stop. Literally, the only thing that stops this offense is this offense. It's penalties, it's self-inflicted wounds, it's drops. No one really comes out and stops this offense. We are a well-oiled machine already. We can still use another weapon in the wide receiver room. We can still use another lineman or two. They're making it work, and it's all coming together. Washington already has an identity on both sides of the ball. Joe Witt Jr., us being the 6th-ranked passing defense in the league after being last in the league last year, it's crazy. It's crazy. The fact that our defense is even floundering around the 17th, the 20th ranked defense in the league is a fucking miracle because we were an abstract, cataclysmic disaster for all of 2023. Believe it. Throw away the PTSD. We're rolling into week 9. We're going up to New York this week to play Daniel Jones and the Giants. I don't care. You know, you throw everything out versus the division. We know what the Giants have done to us in the past. None of that shit means anything anymore. You're going to play a football team that scored 1 touchdown at home in 4 home games this season. I expect the ball to continue to roll, and I expect this Washington team to keep getting after it because we aren't even there yet, but we're already getting shit done. Stay along for the ride. Hop on board the bandwagon. We're number 5 in the power rankings for a reason. Sorry, Chicago fans. You had one shot at probably potentially putting together a playoff season, and we already got these boys posting jersey swaps of Ben Johnson and who their next coach is going to be. I was talking in the group chat earlier. My boy Pascal, the Tay and Todd podcast, he said, yo, I haven't even looked at Tankathon once this year. We haven't looked at a mock draft situation. Bro, do you know how good that feels? That if you go on Tankathon right now, you got to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. And there you go. Washington at the 29th spot. I'm going to say that again. The 29th pick in the draft as of right now. And I hope it continues to go down because this feels good. And to this, I have to say, Washington Commanders fans, we made it. We made it, baby. We made it to the other side of bullshit. We've been trapped there. We've been on a continuous loop of downward spirals for 25 years. We made it. For those of you who stayed the course, let's keep it going and let's see just how far we can take it in year 1. If Adam Peters decides to make a trade at the deadline, yay. If Adam Peters decides not to make a trade at the deadline, still yay. That guy hasn't done anything yet that should make you question his aptitude for his job. He has full autonomy of this program, and him and Lance Newmark, if there's a trade or a deal to get done, they're going to get it done. I do not care about Jamin Davis being released. If they decide to do something with Derek Forrest, I do not care. Whatever they decide to do with these misfit toys that were here from the last regime, be done with it, bro. It is what it is. It ain't nothing personal, baby. It's all business. And the business is now that Washington is one of the better teams in the NFL already in an evaluation, rebuild, recalibration season. Tell them we're coming, y'all. I cannot wait till we get to Philly in a couple weeks, but let's not play with our food until we get there. The New York Giants are on the schedule. I'll be doing the preview tonight with the Juke Media. I will talk to y'all a little bit later. If anything comes out, impromptu live stream. Held to the 6-2 first place and second seed in the NFC Washington Commanders. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later.